the 21st. So today, the 14th at 1 in the Patreon, I'm doing a 90-minute email marketing class. And I'm going to be going over basically how to do your own email marketing. I'm trying to always help people out because the people who do email marketing for a living, they are really good at what they do. But for social media, not for social media, for solopreneurs, people who are kind of doing it themselves and they have to right now, just because of budget reasons or whatever, I was like, let me do the class. And my Patreon community voted on this class because I was debating between doing some other different classes for business owners or solopreneurs, people who have to kind of DIY themselves. So today I'm hosting the email marketing session 1 that goes over pretty much everything you need to know how to get started in doing your own email marketing. If you don't have $2,500 a month to pay an email marketer, or $1,000 a month, or $500 a month, or even $100 a month, which I don't even know if there's any email marketers even doing email marketing for $100 a month. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm making a one-page website / landing page for people to collect emails when they're trying to build their email list. This is going to be part of the class. So I'm just like, let me go live while I'm making this form right quick. And just to show people kind of how simple it can be. And you don't have to overcomplicate it if you really don't know like a lot about email marketing or you don't know what you're doing. So, of course, we're in Jotform. If you were on my live the other day, then you know I was showing everybody how to create a booking site on Jotform where you can take deposits and take payments. So a landing page, let me just start. If you don't know what it is, most people do know what it is, but basically it's a one-page website and it's going to tell people information about your business, or you can even sell a product. You can have some type of lead magnet. So you might be giving away some type of free download or a free class or something like that. So that's what I'm about to show you guys right now as far as creating that. So in Jotform, I'm going to start by just clicking create a form. You can click it there or click it up in the corner, either way. You can use a template or you can start from scratch. They have a lot of templates. I'm going to just click on it just to show you how many different templates they have. I mean, like literally marriage certificates, product order forms, obviously new customer registration. And basically a landing page is kind of like a registration form. They're giving you their email in exchange for you giving them something. So I'm not going to like get all the way into all of the different templates they have, but I just want to show you they have a lot. They have thousands of templates. So I'm going to actually just start from scratch though. And I'm going to create a classic form. Now you can create a classic or a card form. A card form is kind of like it'll show them everything, every field one at a time, versus a classic form will have everything all on one page. That's what we want to go for because like I said, this is a one-page website essentially. So, you can upload your logo and all of that ahead of time if you want to, or you can leave it. I'm going to leave it just because I just want to show you guys how to do this. You don't necessarily need to name your form. If you don't want this here, you can delete it because you want it to just look like a normal landing page. You don't necessarily need to say this is a landing page, but it's up to you. If you want to do that, go ahead. So I'm going to click remove that. And then you see you're left only with the submit button, right? So if you go over here, and I'm going to zoom for the people on TikTok. I'm literally live on YouTube and I am screen recording this. So I'm trying to keep it cute. But if you go over here to the side and click add form element and that little plus sign, it gives you all the different things you can add. So the first thing I want to add is an image, just because most landing pages have an image. You can also add, I believe you can embed things too, like video as well. So it just depends on your audience, what you're trying to do. But I'm going to just upload an image for right now. So I'm just going to click image, and now it gives me this little box here showing me that my field is over there. Then I'm going to choose a file, and I'm going to find an image. I'm actually going to find what I thought I downloaded, but I guess I did not download it. So let's go I think I downloaded this, but let me download it again one more time. So this is the little quick template I made in Canva right before I went live. And it's just specifically for this. Just specifically for this. All right, so let's get it together. There it is. So I'm gonna upload that and get out of it. So this is just a sample, so nothing too crazy. This button, it just looks like a button, but it's not active, but that's okay though, because honestly, you can make it jump to where you need it to jump to, and I'll show you that in a second. But essentially, if you're just collecting emails for them to get on the list, you can just drag over an email element and drop it down there. And then you want to make that a required field. Now, if you want to collect other information like their name, you can do that as well. Honestly, you probably want to put their name there. And I'm going to tell you this because the email marketers, of course, they know this. But if you don't have their name, when you're sending out emails to them, it will probably go to spam. Personalized emails are a lot more likely to get actually delivered to somebody's inbox or even their promotions folder versus their spam folder. If it's just their email, that means you probably could have found their email anywhere, and that's how the software is going to read it, and it's going to probably put it in spam. So just a tip, if you really want people's email to end up in their inbox so they can see it, make sure you're getting their name. That way, when you're collecting these emails and sending out emails later, you can say, good morning, Janine, here's your, weekly newsletter or whatever. If you're on my email list, sometimes I do personalize my emails. I don't do it all the time because the people on my list have been on there so long, I know they're going to the inbox pretty much. But like for newer people who have recently subscribed, I try to use their first name when I do my emails because it's just easier that way. So this is good for who? Let's just backtrack. Who is this even good for? This is good for somebody who does not have a website set up already. They don't have a list already, and they're just trying to build their list. Now, most of the email marketing software has like a free trial you can use, or you can use it up to a certain amount of subscribers. However, I'm using this in Jotform because Jotform is completely free. You can make up to 5 or 6 forms for free. And it does not have a cap on like how many people can fill out your form before they start making you pay. Oh, do I need a moderator? I probably does. I probably do. Yeah. Yeah, I probably do need a moderator. I haven't looked at the comments to see if anything was going on. But yeah, multitasking like a boss for real. So yeah, you want to have their name so that you can make sure you're landing in their inbox. And then, like I said, Jotform does not have a cap on how many people can fill out your form. So if you are on a budget, as in you are running your business by yourself, you do not have funding, you do not have a business credit card that you're about to max out, this is all your money funding this whole operation, all your sweat, all your, effort, Jotform is a free option if you need a landing page. So in this example, and I'm doing this example because one of my Patreon members is working on her website, and she's going to drop products once her website is up and running up to her standards. But I told her she can be collecting people's emails in the meantime. So if it's something like a pre-order, or you're about to launch a business or launch a new product or something like that, a landing page is a good way to stay in touch with people and to keep yourself on their mind while you're building your website in the background. If you are just like going live and then they're asking you about your products, but you have nowhere to send them and you have no way to keep in touch with them, people forget about stuff. It's a lot of stuff going on the internet anyway. So they may just forget about your new product that's coming out. And you may have said my website will be up and ready to go in April, and it's January now, and they may not think about you anymore. But if you have their email, you can continue to send them updates. You can send them emails that are just like a newsletter, letting them know, oh, okay, this is what's going on in the industry. These are our new skincare, what's trending for skincare in 2024. whatever it is, it's just kind of keeping them in the know about this product drop, and it's also helping them get to know you. It's getting them used to seeing emails from you. If they open your emails, then of course they are more likely to get your emails in their inbox and less likely for the emails to go to spam. So if they've already been used to getting emails from you, once that product drops, you have literally a whole list of people that are, positioned to buy. Now, that doesn't mean everybody on your list is going to buy your new product when you drop it. It's just, these people at some point in time were interested in this product drop. So that's why I kind of just did this as an example, because that's her situation. And I told her I would show her how to set up a landing page. And I was like, well, let me just, since I'm recording it anyway, let me just go live and show the people too. And to tell you guys about the email marketing class that is happening in Patreon today. Session 1 is today and session 2 is next Sunday. Okay, so you got your email, you got your name, you got your email. I'm going to make the name field required as well. Like I said, just because I need deliverability. And that's pretty much it. All you would need to do is drag over their name, drag over their email, and they can hit submit. You can obviously change the way this looks. You can change what it says. You can change that to something like join the list or get on the list. I like get on the list better. And this is a Canva template that I made. So honestly, I could go back in my Canva and take off this if I want to, because to me, it's redundant. We don't need it twice. But for right now, I'm gonna leave it because I'm not about to go back over there and do it. You can also choose your button style. I showed y'all that, the other day when I was on here making the one-page booking site. So you can change that to look more like your branding. You can also upload your own button. You can make a button right in Canva. All you got to do is search, buttons when you first get to your Canva homepage, and it'll show you how to make a button if you want one that's like personalized. All right, so that's pretty much the gist of it. Of course, there's all kind of other stuff you can add. If you want to add more words, if you want to add an about me, you could always hop back over in Canva, make a new page and just do an about me or something like that. Something like, hey, nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. I own whatever business, blah, 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 blah. Of course, you can change the colors to match what you've already, done. Change the picture. Y'all know how to use Canva pretty much. I mean, it's not nothing too crazy. Like I said, if you want to take the button off, you want to make your website or coming soon, or, you could say something like coming soon. You could take that off. It's up to you. But yeah, go in Canva, make your little background photos, and then, add them to Jotform and make yourself a landing page just to collect emails. Now, if you're selling a product, you can also do that too in Jotform. So say, for instance, you are selling a digital download or you're giving away a freebie. You can do that too. So how would you even do that? Okay, so say you have this list, right? Say up here it says, give us your email and get a free price template. I'm just using an example, right? Okay, cool. So when you go over to thank you page, here's the thing. You can redirect to an external link. So you can redirect them to, say, a Canva template. You can redirect them to a Google Drive link. Even on your thank you page, I believe you can add an attachment. I believe you can, but don't quote me. But either way, we know for sure you can redirect them. So all you would do is just click redirect to an external link after they click submit or join the list or whatever you name that last button. You would just put that link there so they can get to it. And as an aside, I would recommend, since you got their email now, once you have your email marketing set up properly, send them out in a double email almost. So like they're going to get their download when they get redirected here. But sometimes, we get redirected and then we're like, where the hell did that window go? I can't find it. If you send a follow-up email and say, hey, just wanted to make sure you got your download. If you didn't, here's the link again. So that's it's like double insurance. It's making sure they actually got it, and then that's another communication from you. And the person on the other side is gonna be like, "Oh, okay, that's really cool that she made sure I got my, download that I was promised." Because sometimes, computers open stuff up in weird windows, and you can't find the window. Or if you like me, you got 70 windows open, and you don't know which one is the one you want. So that's how you would share some type of download with them, or some type of freebie, or redirect them to a link. Your landing page can be used for pretty much anything. If you have a webinar you're doing and it's on, all the time, and you're like, hey, give us your email and join the webinar. You can literally put your webinar link, and it's going to automatically redirect them, and then they can watch the webinar. So it's giving them whatever you promised them, if you promised them anything. Or the alternative is just to do a landing page where you're collecting their email and you're promising to stay in touch, and then you're going to later send out emails so you can stay in touch. Now, you can also, once you've been collecting all these emails and you're waiting to launch your website, you can have your email list that you collected over here in Jotform. You can go ahead and download it as an Excel file. It's really called something else, but we'll just say it's an Excel file for right now. You just download that file, and then you would upload it into your website's email marketing. So all of your emails can be in one spot. Or if you have something like ConvertKit, MailChimp, whatever other email marketing platforms, it's super easy to just migrate all these emails over. If you ever are like, okay, Jotform was cool while I was, building everything up, but now I've graduated and I need to do something a little more powerful. I need more automations and all of that, or I just want everything in one spot. You can totally do that. So if you were ever worried about it, like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this, because then I'm going to have email subscribers over here in Jotform. I'm going to have them on my Shopify, and I just got them in too many places. You can literally combine everything in one spot just by downloading the contacts out of here. So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to be on here long. The email marketing session 1, the whole class is in Patreon only. It is today at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's 90 minutes. That's what I've allotted for it. It may go over, it may be a little shorter, but it's a 90-minute class, like in depth on how to do email marketing, how to get stuff set up, how to even decide, how you're going to approach your email marketing strategy based on what type of business you have. So that's session 1. And then session 2 is setting up all those automations and segmenting your list, and just like some best practices for email marketing. Because like I said, those people who do email marketing, they do not charge, they charge a lot of money. They charge a couple $1,000 a month. So I'm also going to talk about that in the class too, as far as like why it's even important, because a lot of people feel like they have social media, they don't need email marketing, and they're wrong. Social media is not controlled by you. They can change their algorithm, they can change their rules. They can say you're not allowed to put a link in your bio. They can tell you all kind of stuff. But if you have an email list, then you have your people that you know for sure are interested in whatever you're doing. You already have them separate from social media. I always say this: social media is just a tool. It's kind of like if there's a tree and the tree is marketing as a whole, social media is just one branch of it. Email marketing is just one branch of it. There are so many different branches to marketing. So I don't recommend anybody put all their eggs in one basket when it comes to marketing. And you need a way to communicate with your clients your customers, if social media were to ever go down, if any of these platforms ever decided to fold. You never know. You thinking like, okay, it's too big to fail, and Instagram is not going anywhere. TikTok isn't going anywhere. I mean, maybe not. You never know. I mean, they were trying to get TikTok banned in the U.S. That was like literally something they were trying to do. So they didn't succeed, but that was that time. There's nothing saying that it wouldn't happen at some point. So if you have an email list, you have your audience on your own. You know things about them. That's why I have this. I don't want to say I have an issue with TikTok Shop, but definitely, when you're selling stuff on TikTok Shop, you don't get any of the customer data. You don't know who your customer is. How are you going to know who your ideal customer is when like people are buying, but you don't necessarily know anything about them? You don't have their email. You haven't communicated with them. They don't really reach out to you because they're reaching out through TikTok shop or whatever. So this is kind of like having your own thing, having your own ecosystem and getting people into it, and building your list, because a lot of people are like, well, how do I even build my list? How do I get people to give me their email? So that's what I'm going to kind of be going over more so in session 1 of the email marketing. But session 2 will be a little more in depth as far as setting up those automations and, when to send this email, what to say, all the templates as far as, how to word your emails, whether you want them to be long and drawn out or whether you want them to be short and to the point, which that'll be a lot based on your particular audience. But that is in the Patreon. The Patreon is in my bio, of course. So if you are interested, you know where to find it. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell. That's how you do a quick and dirty landing page right in Jotform. And I don't know if y'all have any questions. I'll stick around for a couple more minutes. I don't really have anything else I need to say, I guess, right now. I saw some comment about, do I do men's manicures? I do. But I don't have them listed on my booking site right now, quite honestly. Just where I'm at business wise and what everything I have going on, all of my stuff is priced at a certain price point. So a manicure of any sort, male or female, is not really on my list because I'm not doing like kind of lower ticket services right now, just because I don't have the bandwidth to kind of stop my day for lower ticket services. So, I mean, I could figure out a way to make it make sense for sure. Throwing in a hand and arm massage, but then that gets a little tricky, especially with male clients. Some of them are a little. Anyway, I'm not gonna say anything about any specific group of people, but y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. All right, y'all. So I don't see any questions in the chat, so I'm gonna go. I got like 3 hours before my class starts. So if you're interested in the class, all of my, maybe I should say this. Every class that I used to sell on my website is in the Patreon. So when I do a class like email marketing, it is exclusive to the Patreon community now. I don't sell them standalones. I don't sell the replays anymore. Just because I feel like it wasn't serving the right people. So I feel like the people who are in the Patreon are the people who are like really interested in learning, really interested in getting stuff done, that they either don't have the budget for to pay someone else to do it for them, or they just really want to learn how to do it or whatever, or they need to know how to hire people when the time comes and they need to know that the people know what they're doing. So the Patreon is not for everybody. And I feel like when I was just selling replays to people, I wasn't selling them to people who were like really interested in learning these things. They were like, just getting it because it's like just something to get, or because it was on sale, or because they could bundle it. So I just was like, let me move all of this to a community so we can be like-minded people that are really interested in learning how to do these things versus, people who are just kind of like, okay, I was going with the trend and the video went viral and I just bought it. And it's like, not like, while I appreciate the sales, it's like, it's not for people who are not interested in actually learning anything. And of course, you can take all of these, courses with other people and pay way more money than the Patreon membership. But you're not going to get them all in one place. And B, I've done all the hard work for you. So when you're just learning how to do something, making it easier and having someone break it down so it can be simple enough for you to get it done, that's what we're on. Like I just did this landing page in like 10 minutes or less, because it's really super simple. But a lot of people are like, they didn't know what software to use. They didn't know if it was free. They didn't know all the possibilities. And this is just super simple. This is literally like 3 fields and a picture. But it's better than saying, I have a product coming out and I know people are interested, but I have no way of collecting their emails, so I can let them know when it drops. So I can ask them more questions and do more research to see what they really want, so I can know what the next product is supposed to be. That's like, you need to have some kind of way to capture that data. And this to me is like the easiest, simplest way, and it's free. You can't beat free. Free is amazing. So yeah, that's it, y'all. I will see anybody that has joined the Patreon. I will see you there at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for session 1 of the email marketing class. Anybody who has not, I will see y'all probably tomorrow. This is my daily live that I'm supposed to do. So I didn't go live yesterday because I was like busy. I had clients and I was making my slides for today. So I kind of fell off yesterday. I missed a day, but it's okay. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Not sure only stream for 5 seconds.